Hey guys, welcome back. It's grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully you're doing well and hopefully you're looking after yourselves and hopefully you're having a great weekend. We're on Edward Peak's account today and we're going to be basically looking at MEZOMEL. We made a video on MEZOMEL before, but basically we're going to make another video on MEZOMEL because she was buffed recently. And there's been a mixed reviews of content creators that the buff is not enough, but the buff is also being brilliant. And then I've had basically the same in the community as well. So what was changed on her kit then? Basically, she had a ignore defense added to this ability. She also had a damage increase as well, which is pretty nice on this ability. It was already a nice ability anyway, but it did struggle against UDK a lot and basically didn't one-shot a lot overall. And then she had a damage increase on her second form as well with the AoEs, both AoEs on these abilities as well. Kind of wish they would remove the true fear a little bit, but overall that is what I suppose. So yeah, she's we're gonna take her to arena today. I'm gonna see what she can basically do, and if I feel like she is now gonna be usable. I think personally she's probably gonna be the best Spirit Nuker now in the game. I think it's very hard to kind of give her that title as the best Spirit Nuker in the game because I'd say Spirit actually out of the nukers are probably lacking the best nukers, to be fair, because like Void is obviously out there. You've got some really good force nukers out there. I suppose Song Wong definitely probably has that title right now before me testing her, or maybe even an Orc as well. But I don't really think any other Spirit nukers get close to that. So it's kind of one of them ones. Anyway, let's go and see her damage potential in Dragon, and let's try her out there, and then we'll take her into Arena, and then we'll go from there. I'll drop timestamps down below again. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe to this video because around about 60 people who are watching the videos are clearly enjoying the videos are not subscribed to my channel. It would really help me get these videos out a lot faster if we could make the test server and I can bring you these videos much faster on a quicker note. So let's go and take her into Dragon and let's do a damage test there, and then we'll take her into Arena as well. Hey guys, welcome back. It's going to be coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully you're doing well and hopefully you're looking after yourselves and hopefully you're having a great weekend. We're on Edward Peak's account today and we're going to be basically looking at MEZOMEL. We made a video on MEZOMEL before, but basically we're going to make another video on MEZOMEL because she was buffed recently. And there's been a mixed reviews of content creators that the buff is not enough, but the buff is also being brilliant. And then I've had basically the same in the community as well. So what was changed on her kit then? Basically, she had a ignore defense added to this ability. She also had a damage increase as well, which is pretty nice on this ability. It was already a nice ability anyway, but it did struggle against UDK a lot and basically didn't one-shot a lot overall. And then she had a damage increase on her second form as well with the AoEs, both AoEs on these abilities as well. Kind of wish they would remove the true fear a little bit, but overall that is what I suppose. So yeah, she's we're gonna take her to arena today. I'm gonna see what she can basically do, and if I feel like she is now gonna be usable. I think personally she's probably gonna be the best Spirit Nuker now in the game. I think it's very hard to kind of give her that title as the best Spirit Nuker in the game because I'd say Spirit actually out of the nukers are probably lacking the best nukers, to be fair, because like Void is obviously out there. You've got some really good force nukers out there. I suppose Song Wong definitely probably has that title right now before me testing her, or maybe even an Orc as well. But I don't really think any other Spirit nukers get close to that. So it's kind of one of them ones. Anyway, let's go and see her damage potential in Dragon, and let's try her out there, and then we'll take her into Arena, and then we'll go from there. I'll drop timestamps down below again. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe to this video because around about 60 people who are watching the videos are clearly enjoying the videos are not subscribed to my channel. It would really help me get these videos out a lot faster if we could make the test server and I can bring you these videos much faster on a quicker note. So let's go and take her into Dragon and let's do a damage test there, and then we'll take her into Arena as well. So we're in Arena. Obviously, we're looking at these teams. We're not close to Platinum Arena, unfortunately, but there is some fairly good teams here. And I want to basically see if we can one-shot a UDK. So this would be a good test overall to start off with. So we've got MEZOMEL here with Abyss, obviously Armads, and Patrixia. I'm actually going to drop her for Sifi, just so we got some type of increased defense and block buffs for the team survivability. Obviously, she pairs very, very well in speed teams. I think that's where she definitely is stronger, and you definitely get the best utility out of her in the arena. So I don't want to strip the stone skin here, so hopefully we don't. She does anyway, which is okay, is what it is. We do have a one-piece stone skin on her, so obviously got some protection sets as well. We're going to buff up with the A3. And then we're going to see if we can one-shot this UDK through its stone skin, because we do ignore stone skin. Okay, cool. So she does block revive the UDK straight off the bat. That is a big problem for UDK. And whoever uses UDK, that's going to be a big problem. About 80k there, I think one. Question is, will she ignore defense base, which is where she kind of struggled, was against defense base and HP nukers, where with a UDK there, even with attack base, you kind of struggled with a UDK because when a hitter goes into UDK. So I kind of want to see if we can do the same here. So I'm actually going to play the 8-1 so I don't get freezed. And then we try like this, we do the lockout. We do actually strip all the stone skin, which is fine. And then we're going to click onto the UDK. So she did one-shot that Torment, which is fantastic. She didn't one-shot the UDK though. I kind of would have seen her like to see her one-shot both, but you know, you can't really have everything you want. And then we'll test out the second form in a second, if they can stop sheeping me for a second. We're actually gonna just do the A2 again, because we can use that ability. 60k as well, nice, not too shabby. So obviously she got great synergy with Catrixia. Most people do, to be honest. And then what we can do is the reason why we didn't do this last time is because we want to buff up, switch into the forms, and basically go into that 80k each on the weak affinity, sorry, on strong affinities there, which is fairly good. Let's see, there's a Taurus here, so let's see if we can one-shot this Taurus. Obviously, she'll struggle against weak affinity. That's the same with pretty most people. Definitely for sure. But Taurus is the one you want to see if she can one-shot. Lock him out. Buff up. See this in Smoke. Oh, a block revive to Taurus. That's huge. Not too shabby indeed. Can't really complain on that. Try that. Place a revive on death. I do like she could place revive on death on herself. As a first form is very, very nice. But she get flip forms this time, try wipe them all out. Double hitter, could weak hit both times, you never know. And to take them all out there overall. So MEZOMEL now, for sure, is starting to look top tier for me. But obviously these are slightly weaker teams. I won't deny that fact. We have a Narcissus here. If it's a Taurus +4 fully awaken, I think that could be a different situation, in all fairness, but I mean, it'd be hard to one-shot even with Sigford, to be honest. Let's try this again. Korean and Corey is weak affinity. Block revive Narcissus. 71k and 65. So she's not hitting like super nutty, right? Nice little retribution there. Go back in like this. Play the speeds. We've already got increased attack and everything up. 118k. Obviously, I can't do nothing because both nukers is block to revive. Block revive super powerful, but a lot of the block revive champions don't actually do too much, which is nice to see. Therefore, we think block revive champions would be way more powerful if they hit harder, like Foley, etc. Eva doesn't hit too bad. That is nice, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, alright, it's a bit slow, but we can definitely make it a bit better. Don't think she ignores and kill her if I'm mistaken. She can definitely do some damage. Okay, so we got block damage here with the UD with Helicath, so I'm actually gonna let them do that if I'm honest. I'm gonna bring in just another revive champion. And then we can see what she can do here. Right, so there's Helicath of UDK. So she will ignore the allied protection, the shields. The only thing she's not going to ignore, she ignores Shenfrin as well. That's pretty cool. Boink. You know when you just go against some people who use Helicath? Well, there you are. MEZOMEL is the way. That is very good to see. That's what we want to see. You know, that's mythical potential for sure. And then we want to see Amber split forms. I would like a A3 to ignore like a few more debuffs, if I'm honest. Get UDK there, 62k on A1. Can't really drop a Tommy to in Stone Skin. That's why Life Harvest is so good. Look how much destroyed HP you've got there. Destroyed HP is so good. I wouldn't mind actually putting Life Harvest on there just so you can destroy the HP, make that block revive much, much easier. And if you've got a high level Blessing as well, you got extra turn meter. Trying to get block revive on both. We got both. Now, obviously, for Classic Arena push, this is very slow. I get that. But for Live Arena, actually, it's not too shabby, right? We've got another MEZOMEL there as well. We'll try her out against In Harmony. Now, against In Harmony, she should actually struggle because of the ignore defense added into a kit. Will basically nerf her against In Harmony, which is like the downside. But the question is, can we still one-shot her through the UDK to kind of make this like a big effect? So that's one thing I'd like to see. We did get some slight damage on her already. Let's have a look. Okay, so UDK can tank the damage with her passive ability, which is what I was kind of thinking. This is a little bit of drawback of her, but again, you can see here, destroyed HP, which is generally going to be quite good. Play that ability just in case she takes a option. We actually have decreased attack on us now, which kind of sucks a little bit. Alright, so that ability does not ignore defense, and it still works fairly good against her. No problem there, taking them down. Now you got AoE on A1, which could be quite nice if it procced. I mean, I don't even think a second form is that bad. Like a lot of people were saying to me, Red Devils Man United fan, a lot of people are saying that a second form is bad. Okay, she's not doing Sigford numbers, but you can't really expect them to always do Sigford numbers, you know, or have the Sigford buff. And Sigford has like natural counters to him anyway. Obviously, in Harmony, UDK, they're like the main two bigger counters. But in all fairness, it is looking very, very good. And I really like this. It's looking really solid. So is she a viable now? Well, she was viable anyway. That was my kind of thing with her. I'm actually going to try block revive Ahmad's here because I didn't see Ahmad's. And potentially she could have weak hit them both there. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with these. Obviously, Abyss as well can pick up the buffs. You can see here, actually, she will lose the block revive on Ahmad's because of the ability there. Sifi, no? I guess sleep him. I think we can use that ability. Cool. Now we just wait for this. I think we should be fairly fine. Play the strengthen and heals. It is what it is. Obviously, you can build better teams. You should definitely try and bring out a lockout champion. You want to buff there before you kind of do that as well, because now we've lost to Krill Great, which, to be honest, I kind of knew that anyway. But I did want to get Armads back down, which was my target, really. 50k on the A1, that's like a pretty weak Duchess, but, you know, it's still very, very nice, right? We can put Revive back, Death back up on us. She can flip forms very quickly. And yeah, not too shabby there. Obviously, she roasts weak affinity, but if she gets 2 strong hits, she can definitely one-shot the Rhodas. I'm not going to try that out because it's just going to be RNG fest. We'll bring her Armads back in because we're facing a null Armads, and I don't trust Catrixia with weak hits. So let me know down in the comments, do you think this is a good buff or not for MEZOMEL? I feel like this is a solid buff, if I'm honest. I really like the buff that she's received. And I do think it's enough for her to kind of do her thing. I don't think that she's been overbuffed. Potentially, you could say Sigford's been overbuffed, but I'll agree to disagree. I don't feel that Sigford was overbuffed. A1U. I suppose we could just actually A2 there on the second form. I think we'll probably make this last one. Go check out the build. She's got around that ability so quickly, hasn't she? Let's use that ability. I really do like the A1. Sorry, the first form. The first form, massive improvement. And I suppose that's what you want to see. So let's go ahead, check a build out for the arena. And we can kind of see what she's potentially got working in her kit and the best way to build her due to this current meta. Okay, so here we go. This is the build. Now, for live arena meta right now, it's quite common to see nukers in a 4-piece stone skin and 1-piece savage set overall, and then you have 1 piece left, which you can potentially go reaction overall. And yeah, this is the build we've got. It's not a perfect build, but it's very, very good. It's a +2 with obviously a 4-star blessing. We have good speed of 257 speed, 70% critical rate, and then 347 critical damage. These are the 3 stats that you want to really focus on. So the 4 stats you really want to focus on. Ignore accuracy, even if the second form does require accuracy for your extra damage. You just get sheeped, and you kind of want to avoid that meta. Obviously, HP and defense is a welcome. So obviously we're going to come in with attack banner, critical damage amulet, and attack ring with attack substats. Speed boots with ascended speed or attack, which is definitely optional, and attack here on both as well. You're looking for speed substats of flat attacks, critical damage, critical rate, and speed, which is the ideal 4 stats you want across your flat stats across the board. You can see here we can definitely juice her up way more with a little bit more oil and a little bit more glyphs. So we could even get these stats to about 7,700, which is very strong, especially at the good speed we've got. For me, blessing right now before the change, halving cast is very nice. Obviously, you can go lightning cage if you wanted to. So, especially if you're not so fast, if they potentially go before you, then lightning cage might be better to protect the strip. To protect the strip against the stone skin. You could also go phantom touch. This will be good on attack base nukas as well. And then personally as well, I actually think the best one other than sheep at 6-star could be life harvest, actually destroying max HP, especially for the second form when she doesn't hit as hard. If you could destroy the max HP with like another nuka, they revive, she gets some extra turn meter fill here from like the from 3-star basically, which is very useful on nukas overall. This could be help her to switch forms back around quite quickly, jump in, get that block revive off or that AoE off to finish them off, as well as them having high HP. Obviously, Marishka and the chicken and another champion can restore max HP, and obviously there's a blessing which no one really uses, and current set which no one really uses, which is generally the best way to go for the masteries then. So this is what I've gone for here. Now, there is actually a mistake here on the masteries, which I should change due course, is for the shield breaker, she actually ignores shield on the A2 here, which is on this ability. And then I think on the second form, she ignores block, damage, and killable. So I suppose you could take shield breaker actually for that second form. That's probably why I took it, because I did do these masteries myself. So you could take shield breaker, yeah, shield breaker for the AoE if you wanted. So she got locked out, flip forms, and just get on with her, which would be very useful. Ruthless ambush is pretty nice. Now we're using Optimus here generally just because of the Armad's meta, which is very useful. Then we have Cycle of Violence to increase the speed when she starts getting kills. Kill Stake, which is really good. Methadone, which is fine. Retribution is kind of key for the second form. You did see the Retribution proc quite frequently on that second, within a few fights on the first form as well, which is a good way for her to get the revive on death on herself, especially when you lose that stone skin, which is very nice. So yeah, overall, what do I think about Mezwa now? It's a very good buff. I feel that she's actually probably top tier now, and I think that we need to kind of just lower standards a little bit when we are trying to look for the next big thing, like Sigfrid, for example, or Teox, for example. She's not that level, but she is good enough. I think if she was stronger, then she'd probably be broken, and that's not what we want to see at all. We don't need another broken champion in Raidshadowlegends. Armads and Starsage do that already for us, and you know, Armad especially is just absolutely kind of gives you all a disadvantage overall, and we don't need another champion like that. So is it a strong buff? Yes. Is it a good job for player? Yes. So for me, totally good. And if I pull this champion now on my account, I would not be disappointed. I would be quite happy because I can see a lot of utility in having her. that's it from today on this video. I will be doing some more champion showcases on Hive Lord for my account, and I will be looking to get access to the dwarf. So keep an eye on the channel if you are interested in the reworks on them showcases, and hopefully get back to you within a couple of days of this recording. And then please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help support the channel. I've been Grim. I'll let you go. Thank you for watching to the end. See you on the next one. Peace.